Tahukah kau, anakku, perjalanan adalah pelajaran. Kau akan dapat ia dalam hidupmu. Jika kau salah, kau akan belajar erti kesungguhan. Jika kau jatuh, kau akan belajar makna kewaspadaan. Jika kau kalah, kau akan belajar hakikat batas diri. Anakku, tak perlu kau takut melangkah. Jangan kau takut salah. Usah peduli lenguh kakimu, usah risau kotor bajumu, kerana angin akan mengajarkanmu bagaimana menghaluskan hati yang garang. Kerana siang akan mengajar kamu apa sesungguhnya erti kehidupan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan salam keluarga Malaysia. Nicole Siau, Chairperson of UKEC, sponsors and partners of the 16th Malaysian Students Leaders Summit 2022, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Alhamdulillah, I'm able to be here today for the 16th Malaysian Students Summit 2022. Congratulations to the organizers, the UKEC, for successfully putting together today's event. I'm very happy to see many young leaders here at this event. And I would like to invite our young leaders of Keluarga Malaysia to ponder on perspectives relating to leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, I read a book of the works of Kozes and Posner, The Truth About Leadership, which is based on leadership research involving around 1 million respondents. Findings of the 30-year research summarize that when it comes to generating positive work attitude, it doesn't matter whether you are a traditionalist, a boomer, a millennial. Good leadership is good leadership regardless of age. It became very apparent once again that the context of leading may change a lot, but the context of leading changes very little. And this means that age is not the main factor in the effectiveness of a person's leadership. Concerning this, I would like to invite the leaders at this summit, whom I believe are of different ages, to look into the leadership code written by David Ulrich and his colleagues. They highlight 5 roles of excellent leaders. First is to shape the future. An excellent leader is a strategist who predicts the future and creates it. A leader must be smart in steering the organization and capitalizing on limited resources, as well as working with all members of the organization to achieve the objectives. The second is to make things happen. A leader is an executor who translates strategies into actions by using an accurate system and effectively focusing on agenda implementation. The third is to engage today's talent. An excellent leader plays the role of a talent manager. He or she needs to know the skills that are required and is wise in attracting the right talent to join the organization. The fourth is to build the next generation. An excellent leader focuses on developing long-term human capital that will ensure the growth and the success of the organization. They can identify required talents or skills and know how to further develop them. There are great human capital developers. And the fifth is to invest in yourself. Leaders are apprentice that only learn from failures or success through reading and experiences. He or she is always increasing personal proficiency, and this type of leaders arises feelings of respect and goodwills among members of the organization. So, which of these would you like to be? The strategist, or the executor, the talent manager, human capital developer, or personal proficiency? Or do you want to be all of them? Give it a ponder. The journey to being an effective leader is not easy. There are many twists and turns. Just look at the stories of some world leaders. For example, Abraham Lincoln, for example. Everyone knows this great leader was the 19th President of the United States of America. However, how many do not know of his failures before he became president? He lost the elections 8 times. He failed to be chosen as the Speaker, failed to be named as the Member of Congress, failed to be chosen as a Senator. Abraham Lincoln also had a mild or a nerve illness that limited his movement, but all his failures and limitations did not deter him. And at the end, he was chosen as the President of the United States of America. Another example is Steve Jobs, who sparked the revolution of a multi-million company, Apple. Believe it or not, Steve Jobs was fired from the very company that he established. And this made him realize that he needed to be strong-willed and put in an extra effort to overcome the feelings of disappointment and failure. With the help of several companies such as Nets, he rose once again. In the end, his hard work and commitment brought him back and into the position of Chief Executive Officer at Apple. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reality is that we need more knowledge the higher we climb the career ladder. And therefore, I urge today's young leaders to read, to gain more knowledge. Obtaining knowledge is necessary to be a future leader. Margaret Fuller, a renowned American journalist in the 19th century, once said, "Today a reader, tomorrow a leader." And so I hope you will take the time to read and prepare yourself to become future leaders. And I'm sure that your generation, the same as my generation and the generations before, only want the best for Malaysia. United we stand, divided we fall. By working together, we can be an even more productive workforce and create a society that is more accepting and appreciative of one another. And I would like to again to thank Nicole and Iman as well, because during my visit to London, we had a very good discussion, and the meeting was, we had 2 meetings. I met Nicole once, I met Iman twice. I met Nicole during the meeting with the Prime Minister when he attended a Rayadu with the legend at Britain. And the second time was during my visit to the UK, and we discussed about little things and how we can do to assist the well-being of the students itself. And with that, I really appreciate and I hope to see more of this engagement later. And with that, I would like to congratulate again UKAC for having this program and best wishes for the future while you are in town. But I'll be leaving for my next trip. But if you can come over to the office with Shen as well. Shen, you need to bring them to my office. Then most welcome to do so. And with that, thank you very much.
Thank you, YB Datuk Seri Dr. Noraini Ahmad. Before you leave the stage, we would like to invite Nico to present a token of appreciation to YB Datuk Seri Dr. Noraini Ahmad.
Fellow participants, we'll be having a group photo right now. So can I kindly ask everyone to come up to the front as we take the group picture?
Can everyone at the back there, can you come?
Ladies and gentlemen, let us all give a round of applause as YB Datuk Seri Dr. Noraini Ahmad makes her way out of the hall. Participants, please remain seated as we'll be ending the event real soon after a closing speech by the Deputy Director. Once again, participants, here's a kind reminder to please sit down as we'll be concluding the event real quick after a closing speech by the Deputy Director. Throughout the summit, we have had the honor